Installing a stair lift from Mobility at Home relieves that worry. Mobility at Home can also make your deck or porch accessible with a vertical platform lift. Don't move, call Mobility at Home. We make everyday life accessible.
Good morning. Hope your day is off to a terrific start. For those of you lucky enough to be watching us from home this morning, maybe you're doubly lucky and can be in the kitchen or your living room watching with your pet curled up next to you. So glad to have that company, as they always are. But if you have headed off to work and perhaps you had to rub your dog on the head before you got in the car to take the kids off to school and you to work, you're probably worrying about your little guy, thinking you're going to have to head home soon to let him out for lunch, something like that. You know what it is to be a pet owner and have your world a little bit divided between your family's needs and your pet's needs. A perfect time for us to kick off the show with Lisa Wagoner. She and her husband Brad used to be frequent guests of ours here on 3+U. They have Cold Nose College up in Murphy, North Carolina. Good to see you this morning.
Good to be here. Thanks so much for having me again, Julie. It's always a pleasure to be here.
I realized as I was introing you and I talked about your family's needs versus your pet's needs, I thought, boy, Lisa's going to scold me because in your world, your pets are your family. But you wanted to talk a little bit today about separation anxiety in your pets, and I bet that's mounting now that people are kind of getting back into that normal life when their parents were used to having them home.
You're so right. We are in this new normal, but with the previous stay-at-home orders and people working from home more frequently, our dogs are becoming used to our being together with them. And while separation anxiety was already an overwhelming issue with dogs around the world, the pandemic has heightened the stress that dogs are feeling, because when people start leaving the home again, the dog has been used to being comfortable with the person, and that absence is startling to them.
You know, it's amazing what we understand now about our pets that when you and I were kids, probably no one even thought about dogs and cats having emotions. Is it true or false, Lisa, that some breeds of dogs are more prone to separation anxiety than others?
I'm happy to tell you there is no true evidence that some breeds suffer more than others. I think what happens is there can be areas of the country or the world where there may be an over predominance of a certain breed, and so just by numbers alone, that breed, it may seem like they have more anxiety, but in my experience and all our trainers' experience, working with dogs for 7 years now who suffer from separation anxiety, I'm happy to say there is no one breed that has that issue more than others.
Is there any one look of separation anxiety? Does it mean that your dog is going to be destructive when you're not home?
There is not. So the top three symptoms that dogs display when they're feeling anxious are excessive vocalization, destruction, and that destruction happens normally around points of entry and exit in the home. Mm-hmm. That could be pawing the door, it could be eating the door, it could be eating through the drywall of the threshold. And urination and defecation, peeing and pooping in the house when the owners are gone. So these symptoms occur in absence of you.
So y'all are very quick. I mean, you and Brad and your whole team there are almost like dog whisperers. I mean, you have done this for so many years. You know kind of what to spot, but you're really eager to teach pet owners that they too can have that symbiotic relationship with their pet. This can be treated.
Absolutely, it can. And what's important to focus on is to understand that this condition is an emotional based condition. Comes from a place of anxiety. So what most people focus on is trying to stop the symptoms. Treating the symptoms, trying to make the symptoms go away, doesn't help the underlying emotion of anxiety. I kind of liken it to a panic attack in a person. So if a person is having a panic attack, if they're anxious for some reason, all the logic in the world doesn't help them recover from that anxiety. So what we have to help a dog do is present the thing that scares them the owner's absence in such a way that it keeps the dog below their anxiety threshold and allows the dog to learn new coping mechanisms when the owner starts leaving for very minute periods of time. And those minute periods of time build, just like compound interest in a bank account, those absences or duration of absences build over time so that the dog begins to have trust and comfort and no anxiety when you leave the house.
I know that y'all are able to do your classes virtually, so you have clients, you said, all over the world at this point.
We do. It's amazing.
But for just kind of some basic takeaways for people to start today before they maybe look to you for some help, does it begin with kind of reminding your pets that you really are there? So if you leave the room, but then you come right back to teach them that you're not going to abandon?
So you're thinking along the right lines, Julie. I think the first thing people can do, technology is our friend today. So it's rare that someone doesn't have the ability to film video while you're gone. So whether it's FaceTime or Skype or Zoom or using your smartphone, set your camera up, film, set it in a place where it covers where your dog normally is, and leave for a short period of time, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, not 5 hours. Make sure you know what your dog is doing when you're away. So then you have some baseline information of, is he anxious? Does he look a little uncertain? Is he panting, pacing, whining, scratching on the door? Or is he finding something to play with and having a party? So there's a difference between party and panic. So first, use your technology, film your dog while you're away.
Okay.
If you suspect he's a little bit anxious or maybe very anxious, then begin to split your leaving routine into very teeny tiny increments. Step outside the door, step right back in, and be nonchalant about it. Don't ignore your dog, but just be nonchalant about it, matter of fact. And make those absences very, very small in duration. And over time, your dog may adjust to your leaving. Now, if he doesn't, then there are people like us, certified separation anxiety trainers, who can help you. But knowing what your dog is doing is key, and then beginning to optimize absences so they're in very short segments of time.
I had to laugh a little bit. You sent me a few things. It's a lot of information that we could cover, but about some myths. And apparently some people have been told that you can dress a mannequin up to look like you when you're gone, putting some food in a toy. But one of the ones that I've always heard was to leave an article of your clothing because it'll comfort the dog. And you have in parentheses, your whole house smells like you. You don't need that.
Now, it makes sense. I mean, our dogs see the world through their nose, so in some respects, it kind of makes sense, right? Leave something that smells like you. Now, that's good if you're taking your dog to a boarding facility or your dog has to spend some time at the vet. Yes, having your scent with them may provide some level of comfort, but your whole house really does smell like you.
I think you're saying, I'm trying to kind of read through my dog. We have a golden retriever, and she very much knows the routine, and she gets thrown when the routine is thrown. But I know she notices my morning habits, and she can tell when it's about time for me to head to the garage, and she goes straight to find my husband because he'll be her companion until I get back home. So if you travel a lot or you're just going to be gone for hours at a time and the dog left alone, do they worry as they sense that time getting closer and closer to you leaving?
You know, some dogs do. Sometimes those, what I call pre-departure cues, all those things we do that sometimes we don't even know what we're doing, but the dog's really keenly aware of what we're doing. They're keen observationists. So my dog knows even before I start to pick up my shoes that I'm heading for the shoes, and shoes mean walk. So some dogs, you know, who don't experience anxiety, they notice that routine. They might have a fear of missing out on the fun that you're going to do, but they're not displaying anxiety. It's the dogs who start to whine or pant or pace or look scared. Their ears are down, their brows are furrowed. They may be vocalizing in some way. And that's what's important, that owners look for, are those subtle precursors to stress, so that we understand, the dog is beginning to be more stressed with each additional thing we do relative that we need to do before walking out of the house.
Okay, I got to wrap it up. I guess the obvious takeaway, don't get upset with your pet. They can't help this. They don't want to be this way, so love them through it. At Cold Nose, if people want to reach out to you, you're seeing what, about 25 clients a week?
Yeah, our team of separation anxiety trainers see anywhere from 25 to 30 clients a week.
Are people
And
surprised
not
at
only
how...
separation,
Sorry, go ahead.
not only for separation anxiety, but other common dog issues, pulling on leash, digging, biting, barking, those types of common dog issues, we work with clients virtually as well.
People who say, I wish I had a dog like that, they can have a dog like that. They just have to train them.
You know what? Training is not a luxury anymore. We train our dogs to do things that are natural to them. Digging, biting, barking, jumping, and chewing are typical species behaviors, but yet we don't want our dogs to practice those behaviors in our home. So training helps a dog learn to coexist peacefully in our weird human world.
Lisa, always fun talking to you. Tell Brad that we said hello.
I will certainly do it. We look forward to it, Julie. Thanks so much for having me again.
You bet. You can locate her by going to her website. It's coldnosecollege.com. Their phone number up there in Murphy is 828-644-9148. But no matter what part of the world you call home and love your pet, they would love to help you with their virtual and online classes. We're back after this.
Down a buffalo wing with Zaxby's new buffalo garlic glazed boneless wings meal. Fries and toast and an ice cold drink of your choice. What's like? Don't forget the ranch.
At Wedemark Keith, we have seen just about every on-the-job injury that you can imagine. Injuries that occurred in textile mills, factories, construction job sites, gas explosions, railroad incidents, oil rig accidents. You name it, we have likely seen it. On-the-job injuries in an industrial setting can be devastating and can leave you wondering, what will I do in the future? At Wedemark Keith, we have the answers. Please give us a call today.
Call Wedemark Keith, the name you know and trust.
In the last year, there was a victim of identity theft every 3 seconds. Could it happen to you?
Somebody used my identification and they had actually purchased a car and drove it off the lot. I didn't know what to do, but thankfully I had LifeLock.
LifeLock alerts you to identity threats, and if there's a problem, we work to fix it.
LifeLock provides the type of protection I need.
Help protect what's yours with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. Call right now.
How do you know you're getting the most money for your gold, silver, and old jewelry at Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry?
Just come see for yourself.
How can Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry really offer so much beautiful new and pre-owned jewelry of unmatched quality at such incredible prices?
Stop by. We'll show you how.
When you visit Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry at 843 Keith Street Northwest, you always get a lot more for a lot less.
Come see how easy it is.
Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry.
Boneless wings gone wild. Zaxby's all-new Buffalo Garlic Blaze. Saucy, savory, spicy, spectacular. Try it on the new Buffalo Garlic Blaze Boneless Wings meal. Comes with fries, Texas toast, and a drink. Only at Zaxby's.
Coverage you can count on. Local 3 News.
Okay, we're having a bit of a glimpse of some warmer weather coming our way, at least for a couple of days this week. But the cold winter weather is far from over, so we're going to give you an excuse to keep the cold weather in our area for a little bit longer, because you can dress for the occasion, have some fashion sense, and feel good all at the same time. Wanda Woodard joins us this morning from Alpacas of Greater Tennessee. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you, Julie. I love you guys.
Love you right back. So you're wearing your alpaca hat, which you have taught us time and again is the wonder of the world. That the alpaca fiber is nice and lightweight, Wanda, so you can have the benefit of the warmth without the bulky layering so many of us hate this time of year.
Correct. It makes winter pleasurable. I have shared my scarf, my hat, my gloves with people who they can't believe how warm it is, but not hot. You don't sweat, because when you sweat, what happens is alpaca fiber actually absorbs that moisture, pulls it away from you, and therefore keeps you warm and toasty.
So you are inside the store. You're going to take us on a little bit of a tour this morning. So flip that iPad camera.
Here we go.
There we go. Okay, so right there is the beautiful clothing. Are those sweaters we're seeing, Wanda?
Yes, these are 100% alpaca, and they're beautiful, and they're on sale. So we'd love to have you come in here and get that gift for Valentine's. I want to talk to people about these. These are $12 soaps, and I'll sell them to you 10% off, so you save a little money there. What it is all natural, 100% alpaca fiber with a little bar of soap inside, and you can use it like a loofah. It's pretty cool.
Can I comment on the little bars of soap? I have one.
Yes, ma'am.
I have one, and if people are like me, you just go through soap so quickly in the shower because all the water hits it, right, and it just disintegrates in not very long. These little guys last you a long time.
They are, and you know, when you go to any store and you pay for designer soap, so to speak, it's going to cost. But I think at $12 plus 10% off, it's a great Valentine's gift.
I think so too. Okay, what are those, pencils with alpacas on them?
Those are Alpaca Pens. They're $10 each and 10% off.
Very cute.
We've got the cutest little bedroom slippers. If you've got a little girl on your list for Valentine's, they would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, I'm always giving away a finger puppet or two.
You do love those finger puppets. Okay, talk to me too about, you mentioned the fiber and how it's lightweight and you want it to be breathable so that when you're sweating, you're not piling on that moisture onto your skin. You have a lot of people who are older who come and shop with you, or they shop for older people, because your scarves and your blankets are so lightweight, they don't hurt when you use them.
Exactly. I'll take you into this room. This is our second room, and this is where we have all of our wraps, our throws, our pillow covers. And you're right, an elderly person has trouble lifting. They might also suffer from arthritis. The thing about alpaca is it's so lightweight, but it's so warm and toasty.
It's also such a soft fiber. Sometimes if you buy something that is synthetic, it can kind of itch and irritate after a while. These don't.
No, because the follicles of the alpaca don't have the sharp barbs that you find in wool. That's why wool itches you. It's sharp and it's scratchy. That's why they'll blend wool with lots of things to try to take that scratch away. But when you get alpaca, like these socks I'm showing you right now, they are the softest socks you'll ever wear, and they'll keep your feet warm. I have several pairs myself. You can machine wash these on gentle cycle, but then we ask that you flat dry them. I don't do that with my socks because I wear them so frequently. And I do find that the part that covers your calf shrinks a little, but the booty never shrinks. So I wash and dry all my socks.
Really? Now, okay, so here you've got the hats and the gloves for those people hoping upon hope that we get some snow before the winter is over.
Those are our reversibles. They're very popular. These are our ponytail hats. Pull that ponytail through.
Cute.
And we love our little fuzzball hats. Everybody loves a fuzzball.
Yeah, they do. And with the mittens and the gloves that you have, Wanda, they're not, I guess they're not water resistant, but if you're wearing those and you're out on a rainy day or perhaps a snowy day, are they going to hold that moisture tight, or will they be a little bit repellent?
They'll be repellent.
Okay.
They'll be repellent. But what I would do is, I have a pair that we sell them here they're made with cow's leather on the outside, but they're lined with alpaca. And to me, that's the perfect combination.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now what part of the store are we in now? These are more of your sweaters? Or are these
we call it the socks and sweaters and hats, but here's some more sweaters and shawls. And everyone, you know me, I love my hats.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got plenty of these in all colors.
Very pretty.
And then these are actually our socks. We have a line called Alpaca Life Collection. Anything in the store where you see the burgundy or pinkish tag and says Alpaca Life, that's going to be actually our products. They are made in Lima, Peru by Luis, and he does a fantastic job.
Talk a little bit about the alpacas themselves. I know y'all have recently, or you're in the process of, changing locations. What's that?
Yes, we moved the animals to the secret location.
To the secret location. But you only shear them, is it once a year?
Once a year. They're sheared in April, just like sheep. Once a year. And then they live to be 15 to 20 years. And then when they die of natural causes, we do take the hide at that point in time, which produces the fur. But the fur comes at the end of their life. We don't kill them for their fur.
Gotcha. So whenever the move is complete, once again, when people come to shop you, they'll be able to see the alpacas too in the future.
In the future, yes. We've got the farm set up, actually. They've all the alpacas and llamas. We have some llamas too. They've all been moved up there. They love it. It's 113 acres.
Wow.
So they've gone from 10 acres to 113, and they're happy campers.
So you began our conversation, we have about a minute left, talking about the sales and Valentine's Day. For people who come up your way to shop, is much of the store on sale, Wanda, or just select items?
Everything's 10% off from now through Valentine's.
Okay. Oh, and don't forget the cute little
specials.
animals.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't forget the stuffed toys that you have.
I know. Everybody loves them. Julie loves them. Julie thinks they're so soft she wishes we had Fill-A-Vision.
Yes, she's right. If you have a baby in your life, they would be great. I mean, they are just so soft. It doesn't do it justice to see it. You have to feel it. Wanda. Yeah.
We're at 1509 Frederick Street. Just letting everybody know we're open on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
And we'd love to have you come in. Call us anytime.
If you want to,
we can. Yes, ma'am.
If you want to flip that camera around one last time, we'll say goodbye to you with your. There you are. Have fun in your warm hat.
Yes. Julie, you are such a pleasure to work with, and I love WRCB and 3+U.
Well, thank you, Wanda. We love you right back. So here is where you can go and shop Alpacas of Greater Tennessee. You heard her say it. Right now they're at 1509 Frederick Street in Cleveland. 448-1717 is their phone number. And if you go to alpacalifecollection.com, you can check them out there as well. But it's a lot more fun live and in person at the store. Thanks, Wanda.
Thank you, Julie. We love you guys.
West Shore Home can completely transform your shower or bath, and they can do it for as little as $99 a month. Hey everybody, I'm with Kirsten from West Shore Home. Kirsten, today I want to talk about your unique approach to shower and bath remodeling.
So Joe, our goal at West Shore Home is to make the remodeling process as stress-free as possible for homeowners. In the last year, we were able to work with 45,000 homeowners, and of those installations, we were able to complete 90% of them in just one day.
Wow, so you come in, install a brand new custom designed shower or bath, and you're out by dinner time.
That's right. Our goal is to limit disruption to homeowners. And the best part is we can do these projects for $99 a month. So let's take a look at some local projects that we did. This homeowner was tired of scrubbing their old tub. We came in and replaced the entire tub. And keep in mind, this was a custom designed project down to the texture and style of the walls. We completed this entire project for just $99 a month.
And not a shell, not a liner, this is a complete replacement.
Definitely. Anytime we do a project, we completely remove the tub or shower that was there before and replace it with a new one that the customer designed themselves. It's amazing what we can do in one day. So let's take a look at another project we did here in the local area. This couple needed something safer and more accessible. We were able to remove the high-step tub and install a beautiful low-step shower, complete with a shower seat and grab bars for safety. Again, we were able to do this for just $99 a month.
Incredible. Kirsten, thanks so much. Folks, West Shore Home works fast with their one-day installation, and now they're making shower and bath remodeling easier and more affordable than ever with their low monthly payments. If your shower or bath needs an upgrade, call the experts at West Shore Home, and when you do, take advantage of this great offer. West Shore Home is extending this sale until Sunday. Get your brand new custom-designed shower or bath for as little as $99 a month. This is a limited time offer that you do not want to miss. Call West Shore Home now.
Valentine's Day right around the corner. If you are looking for a fun date night, something to treat your special someone, you don't have to wait until Valentine's Day proper to have a special time together. David Tahari joins us this morning. He's with Covenant College, and they are presenting two fantastic musical events they would love to see you come and enjoy. The first one kicking off in early February, and then again with the Magic Flute at the end of the month. Good to see you this morning, David.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Great to be back.
So the music program there at Covenant is really second to none. I mean, y'all have done a great job over the years of building that up. Are these events going to be locally produced, or are you bringing in some outside talent?
So it's a little bit of both, actually. The pianist on the 10th of February is coming to us from New York. A really wonderful young pianist by the name of Drew Peterson. And his program is really engaging and spectacular and pretty romantic too. Lots of Chopin, which people love. Gets them really moody one way or another. But then the Magic Flute is a little bit of a hodgepodge too. We are bringing in a professional opera director who has worked at the San Francisco Opera and the Houston Grand Opera, and she's working with our students to direct them in a brand new English version of the Magic Flute. So really wonderful, familiar music, the Queen of the Nights arias being probably some of the most popular or most well-known operatic arias in the repertoire. And we've changed the story slightly. It's still the story everybody knows and loves, but we're really focusing it on Pamina and Tamino's story. So these are the two central figures, the characters, and we're looking at their relationship and how they get together, how life tries to keep them apart, and ultimately how love can win the day.
Talk to me a little bit about what it means to present these. I'm going to go back to the pianist, Drew Peterson, coming on February 10th, because for the music lovers out there, it's a logical fit to think that, of course, they're going to want to go and support this. For people who might just know how to play chopsticks on the piano, to go and actually hear someone of this caliber perform, it leaves you rather speechless. You might not know you're a fan of classical music, and you're going to go home looking up a Chopin nocturne before you know it.
Right, and I think that's one of the amazing things about listening to masters. I kind of liken it to sports. Not everybody loves and appreciates or understands what makes basketball so engaging and amazing. But when you see a Michael Jordan or a Kobe Bryant or people who are at the top of their game doing their craft, it's really amazing. It's one of those eye-opening experiences to just watch them work. And even if you don't understand everything about what you're experiencing, you can still be a part of magic and of things that you kind of can't explain. And music is one of those really wonderful opportunities to do that, because you're just like at a sports event, you're doing it with a group of people. Right. There's kind of an electricity in the room that everybody is experiencing and trying to understand the wonderful thing that's going on in front of them. And it's really unique. And I think to get to do that live, now that we're back to live concerts, it's almost like an oasis in a desert. There's just something that's been extra special about it this year.
So we have 2 minutes left. On the Magic Flute side of things, what language are you performing it in?
So it's in English.
Okay.
Nobody needs to be afraid that they won't know what's going on. It's in English, and we'll have the words projected above the actors and actresses too. So it's something that you don't need to worry about a language barrier or thinking that you're going to not be able to understand. And the new translation that we have commissioned really updates some of the language and a lot of the action and makes it a lot funnier too. So there are some it's not only a heartwarming, endearing piece, it's really entertaining. And the characters that are in it, they're going to look fabulous. The costuming is amazing. And we have a brand new light system in our performance space that we'll get to kind of push to its limits. Nice. And it'll be a really fun treat. So tickets are on sale now by going to your website? Yes, so you can get tickets for Drew Peterson at covenant.edu/JHPAS. And so John Hamm Performing Arts Series. And then the theater department has the tickets for the Magic Flute, and that's covenant.edu/theater. But it's THEATRE. All right. Break a leg on both. I hope that's okay to say to you. And yes, definitely. Congratulations on bringing in the talent and putting on what I know will be 2 fantastic events
for us here in the area. David, thanks as always.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Coverage you can